If you want to do a party with lots of finger food, and this will be a great idea. This is cheesy bread bites. For this recipe I'm using 325 grams bread flour with 100 grams feta cheese. I'm using the one which was on oil, and 125 grams butter, 6 grams instant dry yeast, 20 grams sugar. You can always add 10 grams if you are going to do a savory one, and about 5 grams salt, and 90 grams sour cream, and 1 egg. Instead of sour cream, always you can use Greek style yogurt or curd. So let's start doing this. This is really simple to do and a very easy recipe. Into a mixing bowl, add the bread flour, the yeast and sugar, then a pinch of salt and the margarine, and start mixing it about a minute. After, break the egg into that, and then add the feta cheese. Later add the sour cream too and mix it well. If you find this is a bit wet, you can always add a bit more flour. If you find it dry, you can add a little bit more sour cream. That's how to adjust the dough. So I didn't add anything else. It's becoming like a soft normal bread dough, but make sure that you have to knead this at least 5 minutes. So the dough is ready and it's a bit sticky. Leave this in the bowl about 15 minutes before we do this. This is different to a normal bread recipe, so you need to leave this to rest at least 15 minutes before you work on it. The dough rested about 15 to 20 minutes, and now I'm going to add a bit more flour onto the bench, and make sure that you always use flour on your palm and press it down. Then again add a bit more flour onto the top and use your rolling pin and roll this to a nice rectangular or a square shape. Make sure that you need to have a bit of height on this, like about 1 inch thickness, not like very thin. So press this way and then it's easy to roll it to a rectangular or a square shape. I like this height. It has seeds, so it will rise, but not like the other bread. I am not going to double proof it. It's just one time. So this is easier than normal bread. So this is a kind of a rich bread, so we have to use this as a party food. You can't have this type of bread every day, so press it down. If you have a pasta cutter or pastry cutter, just cut the ends nicely. Then again, you can decide the size of the squares that you need to have, but make sure that you go with the ends first. Once you cut the ends, it gives a nice square edge. Now I will use my rolling pin again and roll this a little bit more. Right. Now cut this in half first. Then you can decide how you are going to serve. I'm going to cut this back again in 2 halves and again cut the ends. So after cutting like that, you can cut from the middle. Then decide the size of the bread that you want. I like tiny small ones, then it becomes like a nice small finger food. So take them, and I have this baking tray with baking papers. Leave it on baking tray, double in size. So they are ready to go to the preheated oven, 160 Celsius, about 20 minutes to 30 minutes or until golden brown on top. So if you like, you can sprinkle some sesame, poppy or chia seeds on top. So they are ready, and it took about 20 minutes to bake, and you can serve this with jam or butter, or even you can serve this on the side of a soup or even as a finger. Thank you for watching.